Hi, I'm Joanna. Welcome to a new episode of Between the Sheets. As you guys already know, if you follow me on the blog, recently we launched the O'Leigh Fine Linens Handbook. And it's really just a little essential guide on how to create the ultimate bed in our ongoing mission to educate and change the way people sleep. And what I want to do over the next few weeks and months is to just go through the handbook in a little bit more depth, expanding on different topics. And what I wanted to start with today is something that I hear over and over and over again in the stores, at the shows we recently did, and really one of the most valid questions there is in the industry. And that is, this is what we hear. I recently bought a set of sheets. It said Egyptian cotton on the package. It's a really, really high thread count, and I'm very disappointed. They don't feel good. What's wrong with them? And it is a great question, because if it says Egyptian cotton on the package and it promises you a high thread count, why wouldn't it be great? Well, I can answer that. First of all, I will say this. Depending on what you paid, the answer might be quite evident in what you paid. If you paid $49.99, $69.99, if they were 800 thread count and you paid $99.99, I would suggest to you that they are not authentic quality. They simply can't be. And so what I really want to focus on today is Egyptian cotton. We hear this almost as much, if not more, than thread count, thread count, thread count. And so I think it is really important to discuss Egyptian cotton. Why is it on a package that says Egyptian cotton? Is it still kind of rough? Why is it when you get it home, you're disappointed? And the answer is, it's not 100% Egyptian cotton. You can put Egyptian cotton on the package and put literally 5% Egyptian cotton. Or you can also have an inferior quality cotton that comes grown in Egypt. And here's the best example I can think to give to you. And this is something my mom has always said. Imagine braiding hair. And if you have long, strong fibers of hair, which is what Egyptian cotton is, it's long fibers and they are strong. So imagine you're braiding the long, strong hair and you get this gorgeous, smooth, silky braid with no hairs sticking out everywhere. That's an Egyptian cotton that is 100% pure. Imagine then if you have 5% Egyptian cotton, and when it's not Egyptian, the fibers are short and they're not silky, and so you're trying to braid and the pieces are sticking out everywhere, and when you feel it, it's not smooth, it's rough. That's not Egyptian cotton. So transfer that to sheets. You take your cotton strands, you weave them into a sheet. Obviously, if it's 100%, you're going to have a much, much smoother, silkier feel, no matter what the thread count is. If you are weaving 5% Egyptian cotton and 95% inferior, you're going to have a rough sheet no matter what the thread count is. And that's why you hear a lot about cotton sateen, 800 thread count, 700 thread count, because sateen has a very, kind of circularish weave that makes it shiny, and sateen actually hides inferior quality cotton better than, say, percale. And so if you're a person who likes a really crisp sheet and it's not Egyptian cotton, it's going to be rough and disappointing, no matter what the thread count. It might feel a bit softer out of the package if it is sateen, in which case you would never know it's inferior. But you know what? If it says 100% Egyptian cotton on the package, you should be okay. So I understand it's really, really confusing. And now it seems like everybody in the world has a sheet set. It's 1,000 thread count. It's Egyptian cotton. Of course everyone is confused. But I promise you, you would never expect to buy pure silk or authentic Italian leather, in the old days, a mink coat, and pay $49.99 or $129.99. It's impossible. So if you are looking for a sheet that just truly will enhance the quality of your sleep, make sure it says 100% Egyptian cotton. Look where it's woven. Is it Italy? Is it Asia? Is it Israel? Then at least you know what you're working with and you can price compare. From there, choose your favorite thread count. Don't get a high thread count to mask really inferior cotton. And I think you know when you are being finagled a little bit, because really authentic quality cannot be ridiculously cheap. Not in anything. You always get what you pay for. And some things are worth investing in, and I happen to believe sleep is one of them. So I hope that clarifies a little bit the big, confusing, lingo all around Egyptian cotton. And that's it for today. See you next time on Between the Sheets. Hi, I'm Joanna. Welcome to a new episode of Between the Sheets. As you guys already know, if you follow me on the blog, recently we launched the Olée Fine Linens Handbook. And it's really just a little essential guide on how to create the ultimate bed in our ongoing mission to educate and change the way people sleep. And what I want to do over the next few weeks and months is to just go through the handbook in a little bit more depth, expanding on different topics. And what I wanted to start with today is something that I hear over